Well, thank you, Patrick. I must say I get a lot of energy from these talks, and it's not because you let me stand up and sit down all the time, but it's just because it's such awesome research. So it's a privilege for me to close the symposium, and I want to keep it very brief because it's almost 5 o'clock. But I think it's very important that we see after today that we really need to build that track in Europe and use it. And that means that we have to increase the number of data sources in the open network, and the EDEN project that we are working on at the moment is a good starting point there. There was a nice presentation also about the vocabularies. We need to extend those vocabularies, work that we will do also within EDEN context, but outside as well. I think it's also important that we think about methods to check quality control, to have quality control methods throughout the whole pipeline. So how do we know that the ETL is well and good enough to create that reliable evidence? It's important, and there's a lot of opportunities for us to further improve and extend the analytical tool set. And I think all that together will create that sustainable ecosystem that we want to create here in Europe, including the thing that we do in EDEN, where we have the SMEs network build up as well to support all these efforts. And lastly, but not, I think very importantly, we need to train the stakeholders. And we do a very good job with these meetings where people stay for 2 more days to get these trainings, but there's many more people out there that we can help out. And I think starting with the e-learning stuff that we do in EDEN is a good start. And I hope that we can do kind of roadshows across Europe where we have these type of study-a-thons and hackathons on different locations in the upcoming years. For that, we really need you, and I hope, and I've seen many people stand up all the time, so I think you are very enthusiastic. I definitely am, and I'm very happy that you were here. We had some very nice conversations already in the break, and we can have more later. I do want to invite you to participate in the forums, the work groups. There are many work groups out there, like the patient error prediction work group that Jen and I are leading, but there are others as well. And if you have a very good idea for your own work group, all the better. Bring it forward, and most of the time there's a lot of people in the world that have the same ideas that you have, and you can collaborate on that topic. So the face-to-face meetings, there are more meetings than just the symposia. So we have the US one, we have China, we have different in South Korea, and we have the European one. But there are in between, there are also face-to-face meetings that may be of interest to you, including hackathons and the study-a-thons that happened many times already, and is a very good opportunity for people to learn the tools and to understand the power, like that exercise that Patrick just shared with us. I'd like to mention tomorrow we have tutorials, OMO Common Data Model in room 22. It's on the agenda for the people that will join. A population level effect estimation. The tutorial start at 9 o'clock, end at 5. And please bring the tickets to the registration desk. And the desk will be at the level up there where you just entered the colloquium room. There will also be coffee and drinks. Then an important thing. So there's a change in time. So the clock will go 1 hour forward from Saturday on Sunday, so 2 o'clock in the night. So it's 1 hour less sleep. So you don't want to miss the first exciting hour of the tutorial. So I'm just, yeah, sorry. Those who have already a jet lag, maybe it's a little bit more. So there will be 3 tutorials on Sunday. The CDM, the ETL tutorial, the cohort building one, and the patient error prediction tutorial. I just want to appreciate really much, a lot, all our people here at the Erasmus Medical Center that helped me out with this. So it's not me organizing it, although I did put a lot of effort in it, but it's a lot of other people here, and I'd like to give them a hand as well. Also, thanks to the speakers and the sponsors, of course, and the exhibitors, and of course the awesome Odyssey community, which is you. Then I have an announcement. So we've been organizing the European Odyssey Symposium for 2 years here in Rotterdam, and it will come back to Erasmus at some point. But next year it will be in Oxford, and this nice location. And the host of the meeting is Dani. So Dani is there. So Dani, on this picture, you're still smiling. And I can tell you, a couple of days before the symposium, it's not so easy. So last year I closed the symposium by singing a song mainly about Patrick's endeavors and the end of all the Odyssey Symposia in US. And there were too many people asking me to do it again. But this time I'll do it for you, Dani. So I'm going to tell you a nice story here. So let's see if this works. It does. So this is just to explain you what it means to create an Odyssey Symposium. So it's reliable evidence of the journey to the Odyssey Symposium. It's a kind of a touch. And I can tell you it's quite a lot of work, so I'm very happy that you do it next year and that I don't have to do it. So thanks for that. And I also want to tell you that you never walk alone with this. So you have to have a good team around that, and then you're going to have a great time, I'm for sure. So look at this video. When you walk through the snow, hold your hand up high and don't be afraid of the dawn, 'cause at the end of the storm there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on to the wind, walk on to the drain, 'cause your dreams be tossed and told. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You never walk. You never walk alone. So, Dani. So Dani, I have a gift for you. First of all, this is the Odyssey Cup mug. And the first one is for you, but there's one for everybody in the room. So if you go back to the registration desk, you can get one of these. So put this on your desk and think about the work that you have to do. The other thing is, last year we had like a hoodie, and I saw some hoodies today coming in again. We now have a cap. So the first one is for you. Everybody will get a cap, and I'd like to take a picture with everybody in the room with the cap. So this one's for you.